Jay Bills for Media Spotlight UK, and I'm here with the one and only Leveon Bell in the building. I mean, all athletic, all showing off. What's going on, bro?
Man, I'm so glad to be here. It's a little hot in here, so I had to take my shirt off. I was sweating about it, that thing.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I feel like I want to take my shirt off, but I don't want you to see the results. So it's not as good as Le'Veon's. Let's be honest. Congratulations on your fight with JMX. In all build up to this fight, obviously, it's a big opportunity for you in this boxing space. Obviously, you got an athletic background anyway. So, getting to that point with JMX, like, how did you feel to, build up to it and get into the ring, like, for yourself?
Bro, it felt so good. Going into that fight, I knew it was gonna be a tough fight. I was gonna wait till they, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but going into that fight, I knew it was gonna be a little tough for me just because I haven't fought somebody so big. He was a 6'5", 6'6" around, and he was long. He was long. So I watched him on film and everything, and I was, I was still confident in myself, but I just was like uneasy and knowing how I was gonna go about it. Once I actually got in the ring with him, moved around with him and everything, I got so much more confident. I'm like, oh yeah, the way I've been training, the way I've been going around my diet and everything, been going about it, I knew I was ready. That first 3 seconds in the ring, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to get him out of there. And tough credit and credit to JMX too, because he's a tough opponent. He didn't quit, he ain't stopped. I was trying to get him to quit, and he didn't. So much credit to him, but I feel like I dominated and I showed my skill in the ring.
So, what you're looking towards yourself in terms of like opponents next? Because obviously, like this is like your sort of debut in the space. Having seen the environment, having seen everything that's going on in Misfits world, who's on your hit list? Who are you thinking in terms of like next opponents?
Well, you got Josh, you got Salt Poppy, KSI.
That you've had to prepare.
I know I'm missing somebody. Obviously Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Those 5 guys, I think, are guys that I'm looking to fight this year. Maybe not all of them this year, obviously, but guys that I want to get in the ring with. And I don't care who's first. It can be Logan first, it can be Josh first, it can be Salt Poppy, it can be anybody first. You know what I'm saying? I might be missing somebody too, but I want to display and show, like, right now, the pound-for-pound influencer boxing scene, I feel like I don't get enough respect, which it's fine. I only had 3 fights, but I think in about a year or two, I want to be the guy that they're talking about, like, I'm the best one.
Where would you think in terms of, like, location, in terms of, like, being a main event, where would you envision that, like, for you being, the place to be at?
Other than home in Ohio, like in the U.S., I want to fight out of the country. So, I want to fight over here in London. Like, I want to fight here.
That'd be the place.
I want to fight here because I come to the events. I'm just looking at everything here. Everything here is just so much more amplified. I feel like people come out from the UK, they come to the fight to support the fighters. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight in an environment like that. I fight in the U.S. all the time. I play football in the U.S. all the time. I did a whole bunch of stuff in the U.S. I want to fight in London.
Well, I mean, speaking of like Jake Paul, someone you want to face, KSI, who's someone you want to face. Obviously, their rivalry has been going on for a long time coming now. Where do you see it in terms of, like, who have you got for winning that fight potentially at this point? I mean, because obviously there's talks of, KSI going for Joe Fournier first, and then Tommy Fury, and then Jake Paul's. But where do you see that going in terms of, like, who would win out of the 2 currently?
If I had to pick today between KSI and Jake, I'll go Jake. I think Jake a little more box savvy. And on top of, he can sleep you. I think Jake still got the power to sleep you with the right hand, but he a little more box savvy than KSI right now, just a little bit. But I think KSI a little more explosive. I think he's a little quicker and more natural athletic, more natural athlete. So even though right now I think it's gonna be 50-50, I give a little slight edge to Jake, but. Who says, when they actually fight that KSI can't get better and work on his boxing savviness, you know what I'm saying? I think KSI really just athletic. He been beating guys off athletic ability. I'm explosive. I'm knocking you out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think Joe, this fight versus Joe is going to really show how good KSI is because
Joe is his biggest test.
Yeah, because Joe going to make him box. Joe ain't going to let him just hit him with that right hand and just beat him with athletic ability. Joe going to make him box, make him move around the ring and stuff like that. So it's going to be a good test for KSI, and it's really going to show me where KSI is. Jake already showed me when he fought Silva. You know what I'm saying? Jake showed me he can move around and really box. KSI got to show me now.
If you were in the ring with KSI right now, how you putting that across?
Listen, boys.
No disrespect to KSI at all, but he's just not on my level. Like, Not right now.
This man is not who he is.
He hits hard, but it's gonna take so much to knock me out. Like, I've been getting hit by 300-pound guys, linebackers, safeties, my whole life.
NFL.
Yeah, like,
In a 2-hour-long live
it's gonna be so hard to knock me out. I can eat shots all day, and that's for one thing. For two, that's even if you hit me with a shot. Go watch the JMX fight. He don't hit me clean at all. After the next day, my face was just how I look right now. Like, I don't get hit in my face. I don't get hit, period. So, KSI, he's a good boxer. He's going to get better, but I'm just on a different level. You know what I'm saying? I've already been in this athletic field for a long time, and then the more and more I box each and every day, the more fights I have, the more sparring rounds I have, I'm only going to get better. It's going to get scary for everybody.
And finally, are you looking for the heavyweight belt at this point? Like, are you heavyweight or cruiserweight?
I'm a cruiserweight, but
Would you build up to heavyweight if it was the right call to get the heavyweight championship?
yes. If it's for the right call, yes. I don't care if it's Chase. I don't care if it's Josh. I don't care if it's Minicon or whoever the heavyweights is. I don't care whoever the guys is.
I think you and Chase would be a good fight.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. I think if it makes sense, they got to set it up. You know what I'm saying? Because it would. I think people would be interested in that.
Yeah, the bag's got to be right as well.
Yeah, the bag definitely got to be right. The bag definitely got to be right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me. Enjoy the vibes. Enjoy the week. And then we'll see you in the ring back soon, my brother. Thank you so much.